It is the 18th of November that I'm talking about, my gorgeous Libra here. It is the 18th of November that I'm getting rather excited over here, in particular when it comes to you, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, this time, this day is also going to represent most certainly the whole new portal which is about to open for you, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, you're gonna start feeling immediately full of energy. You're going to start immediately feeling full of vibration, positive vibration, which is going to start bringing certain things within you, that have most certainly been sleeping for a long time. This will be a powerful time of reconnection, and you will know exactly that there is something missing in your life. Something is not quite right in your life, but in the best possible way, because these feelings, these emotions, they are going to be pretty much so super important when it comes to you actually start feeling the need to move on. The 18th of November is going to start bringing you the need to move on. And this is important because you're going to feel, like you want more out of life than what you are actually experiencing. And then at the same time, it's going to be connected to the certain spiritual quest as well. You need to be able to understand, that you need to choose to make big life changes at this moment in time. Not only the 18th of November, but the 18th of November, my babies, right until the end of that month. This is going to be a remarkable stage of your personal transformation, and this is also going to provide you with possibilities and with opportunities that you wouldn't normally have. But my baby, it's down to you to see yourself through. And in order to do this, you just need to understand that this is the time to choose a big life changes indeed. And this is to do also with the changing priorities. It is the time of adjustment, readjustment, but most certainly this is all to do with you being impartial as much as you possibly can when the situation arises, which is going to kind of like really make you think, and it's going to involve somebody else, and it's going to happen in between the 18th of November and the end of that month. And this is all part of your progress in such a way where this is going to be a challenging situation where you're going to find yourself in a position with you and somebody else, and you just need to remember that you need to be impartial and objective. This is so important, to be impartial and objective, but at the same time you need to stand up for what you believe. And this is when things are going to start becoming really, really interesting indeed, because you are going to be able to see all sides of a situation that you wouldn't normally be able to see. And that in itself is going to make you realize that you are going to literally win, in your position. And that is going to be so important, because on another hand, it's going to make you realize that this is going to be connected to the end of challenging times for you. And it's all down to you, because now most certainly by the time we get to the end of November, things are going to start looking up, my gorgeous Libras, indeed, and this is going to bring you a welcome relief, and you're going to start finding your way, a really nice, beautiful way to a peaceful place. And that in itself, it's all about the end of like a negative time, and also it's to do with some kind of like a traveling or some kind of journey. It's most certainly going to be necessary to make. And this is something to do with the fact that you're actually not going to plan this in between the 18th of November and the end of that month. And that journey is also going to bring you an absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing, like, oh my Lord, a spiritual experience. There is something that is going to happen, something that is going to take place, and you will be able to see this because you are going to be part of it. But you will not really count on this whatsoever. This is going to come literally out of the blue, but it's going to be very important because it's going to make you think, and then you're going to realize something really significant, and that in itself is going to confirm the changes, the necessary changes that you need to make. Just remember, going back to the beginning, on the 18th of November 2020, when I said that this is going to be the time when you're going to feel the need to move on. It's so super important to take this situation and make the most of it. So this is what you do, my gorgeous Libra. You know, on the 18th of November, what comes to you? What brings you down? What makes you feel bad? What makes you feel unhappy? What makes you feel negative? What makes you feel moody? What makes you feel like you're not achieving much in life? Take this as a blessing, my gorgeous Libra, most certainly, because that in itself is also going to provide you with opportunities and the pathways that you couldn't possibly imagine. So by the time we get to the last part of November 2020, it's all about you realizing that it's down to you. You're very powerful, you're very strong, you're very significant, your balance is superb, in particular when it comes to your intuition, and this month is going to be absolutely remarkable, my gorgeous Libra, and you will see exactly what I mean. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for November 2020. I've just dropped all my cards, and it's for November 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Libra. And when it comes to the actual numerology, and when it comes to the number that is pretty much so very strong here, when it comes to you, it's 827. Number 827, it's very important in numerology when it comes to you, my gorgeous Libra, and it simply means that this is a strong number when it comes to covering the whole month. You are going to feel like very much so like a winner. But now that is going to be very interesting, because also at the same time, this is going to be connected to the news. You will hear something. You're going to get a good news. And this is to do with you. It's to do with your progress. And also it's to do with the game. It's going to be very optimistic. It's going to make you feel really good. And it's also at the same time going to make you realize, oh my Lord, it's about an advancement. But it's also about the opportunities and parts of your life that you haven't been maybe paying attention to, and you should. You're almost gonna feel like reborn, my babies, like almost you're gonna feel reborn, because you will know that the power is in you. The power is within you. You are the one where the power is coming from, and you are the one who is going to be on top of absolutely everything here. It's brilliant, because you know it's to do with something that you expected, with the news that you expected to receive. It's very personal to you, but it's this advancement of the whole situation that it's going to open your eyes, and it's going to provide you with opportunities that you didn't have before. And there are going to be some surprising opportunities, you know, and this is really, really great. And it's to do with the desire. And it's also to do with a certain efforts, you know, you're going to recognize the abilities, you know, that are going to be very important. And by the end of this month, you're going to have a remarkable and very important idea. And I have a strong urge to take that an oracle card out, in particular when it comes to that idea. I know I need to take the oracle card out. I really do know that I need to take the oracle card out. You see this? Unbelievable, remarkable, remarkable. When it comes to these ideas that I've just mentioned, you see, you have a spirit message. A spirit message is very important to observe your limitations. Observe your limitations, which on another hand, you are going to realize how powerful you are. And you need to realize why are you limiting yourself. This month is going to be crucial for you to realize why you are limiting yourself and where exactly are you limiting yourself. You're going to realize that it's down to you. You're going to realize that there is also an important starting point going to be connected to this, because this is about your transformation, very high point of your personal illumination, which is going to enhance your vibrancy, which is on another hand going to help you to reconnect with yourself, but also it's going to bring you things that you focus on. So make sure that you're optimistic throughout this month, and also make sure that you understand that you will have a very, very strong spirit spirit message this month, you see. And also you see the spirit message, it's going to make you realize, you see this, it's about astral projection and astral travel, and that in itself means that you're going to be very deep, very powerful, and very spiritual, and you are going to find yourself thinking about things that you don't normally think, in particular when it comes to like a resolving problems, annoying problems. And also on another hand, you will really want to kind of try things, you will want to test things, you will want to throw yourself in that water and then later think about whether you can swim or not. And that's exactly the right way to do, okay? This is important time for you, my gorgeous Libra, because it's all down to realizing yourself, realizing your own strength, you know. It's all about your love and light. There is a really important little reward you're going to have as well. Not that long ago, you did something so beautiful. Well done, my gorgeous Libra. You did something so nice to someone, and now karmically this month, you're going to be rewarded for this at the same time. But you are going to be tested. Someone is going to try to wind you up. Indeed. Please listen to me very carefully. I'm going to say this only once. Please listen to me very carefully. I'm going to say this only once, only hello, you know. But it's important, once you feel wound up, somebody's going to try to wind you up, you know, rub you the wrong way, you know, as they say. Just act with love and care. Just give them the light. This is your job. This is your mission. This is what you need to do. No matter how difficult and how bad and how negative situation it is, you know, like, you just need to remember that when somebody winds you up, your job is to give them love and to respond in a positive way. And this is very important, because I will say to you, because purely you're gonna clear and activate something very special and very important within you, and that in itself is going to help you to move on, and it's going to have another little spiritual reward for you. And that spiritual reward is going to reward you with having an insight over your life there where you wouldn't normally. And this is also what happens, like a little reward at a time when you're going through your own spiritual transformation. You are going to basically gonna also have a very important moment when it comes to what you're in self-denial about, and this is so significant for you to move on from this, because most certainly what you're gonna do, and you're gonna decide something here, and it's going to take an additional 42 days in order for you to for this to go through, in order for this to manifest, in order for this to get a solid starting point. And that in itself, it's going to lead towards prosperity, you know, towards the certain security, safety, but then at the same time, it's something that people around you are also going to benefit from it, like there is no tomorrow. Very important news when it comes to your home environment, when it comes to people around you, but really, really good news, and also a quite significant reward. You are going to get a quite significant reward, but this is to do with you, this is to do with people around you, this is to do with people who mean to you so much. It's important, you know, because this in itself is going to be remarkable, because also it's on another hand going to push you towards the certain skill, something that you're not doing but you should be doing, something that you're very special and very good about. You need to pay attention to it, because there is a bit more that is missing over there, so it needs a little bit of your light. You need to change things a little bit. You need to enhance things a little bit by bringing other things into your life. And you also need to be like a little bit of mischievous at the same time, but you also need to remember the confidence, my babies. The confidence is the key. This is very important for you to remember, my gorgeous Libra, and you will see exactly what I mean. This is a powerful time for you, and also at the same time, you know, you are going to have a very deep psychic insight, and the deep psychic insight that you are going to have, it's going to confirm how much you love certain people, how much certain people mean to you. This is going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful. But then at the same time, this is going to be a clear sign for you to follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, the most important thing is that you are reaching the end of the actual situation, you know, and that's the end of such a situation that you are reaching is going to bring you a really important relief, you know, in particular when it comes to sadness and negativity. You know, you're reaching the end of the situation, and that is going to be connected to the little knock, 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 knock. Open the door, my gorgeous Libra. Knock, knock knock, there is going to be rather interesting opportunity for new happiness for you, and you will be able to feel this through your own vibrancy, and you will like this, you know, because at the same time a weight of your shoulders are going to be lifted. But then again, it's to do with a really important end situation which is going to end. And you know what they say, it's important wherever there is an ending, there is going to be a remarkable beginning at the same time. And you, my gorgeous Libra, you will know what this means, because this is connected to the certain obstacle that was really driving you nuts like there is no tomorrow. This obstacle was just constantly kind of bringing you down, and it was also making you feel like you can't enjoy yourself to the point that you can, because it's to do with things that are constantly like a babbling, you know, at the back of your mind, you know, but then at the same time they're like really keeping you restricted. And when that happens, you just need to pay attention to what needs to go, because this life, my gorgeous babies, it's not like it doesn't last forever. So our job here on this earth, while we are here, you know, we are just passengers, you know, at the moment. We just need to realize what we need to work on. And this is beautiful when the universe provides us with such an opportunities and realization, and it helps us to realize things for what they are, and most certainly to kind of like start focusing on other things, and also to broaden your mind, you know, by following things that are pretty much so at the back of your mind. What's inspiring you, inspiring you. This is all about the inspiration that you are going to have, and at the same time about the realization that you're on the right path. You know, you are on the right path, and this is just going to be so important to you, because, you know, something that you didn't think it was possible, it's most certainly going to be possible. And this is why I like this so much, because it's going to help you, and also at the same time it's going to be the beginning, you know, that you're going to realize that there is a beginning literally with every ending, you know, and certain illusions are also going to be revealed and released at the same time. So this is the important part of your progress, my gorgeous Libra, because November 2020 is going to be directly responsible for the certain changes that you're going to make. And you know, there is the seed that you're going to plant. There is something that you're going to start here, and it's going to be so tiny, it's going to be so little and insignificant, but by the time you get to October 2021, this is literally going to take off. And trust me, my babies, you are most certainly going to remember this November, my babies, you will remember, because it is just going to be directly connected to everything that's happening right now. In particular, when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Libra, you know, it's important to say that I can see a bit of a stress, you know, a bit of a stressful time. So you just need to make sure that you're taking something like a natural B vitamin, like a natural B vitamin complex, very important. But when you get natural B vitamin complex, make sure that B12 is made naturally, because the problem is sometimes that they're selling natural B complex, but no, baby, no. B12 within this complex, it's not natural. It's done in a chemical way, so you don't want that. So when you get a natural B complex, you just make sure that B12 is made in a natural way. B vitamins are very important when it comes to protecting ourselves from nervousness. You know, they're very good for stress levels and things like that, but at the same time, B vitamins are remarkable when it comes to our entire digestive system. So this is also something that you're going to benefit from. Okay, so you've got two things in one. And what else I was going to say, inside your mouth, it's going to be very sensitive. Your lips are going to be very sensitive. So vitamin C, natural vitamin C is going to be remarkable for this. But also try to make sure that you brush your teeth with the toothpaste without fluoride, and use the mouthwash without fluoride, okay? And on another hand, in order to boost your immune system, because your immune system is going to be weak still, you need to make sure that you're doubling up on certain things. And basically, you just need to get organic acerola cherry powder, which is what I said already. It's going to boost your vitamin C, and organic acerola cherry powder has got a whopping amount of vitamin C, and you take just 1 little teaspoon and you take it every single morning. Organic acerola cherry powder in a little bit of water, mix it, and take that alongside natural zinc and alongside natural vitamin D. This is going to help you so much in order to boost your immune system, and I would recommend you this highly to do and take throughout this month, because on one hand it's going to boost your immune system, on another hand it's going to make you feel so much better indeed. Okay, So now, the first date, sorry, the first date that I was going to recommend you was beautiful, beautiful girl from the north. You burnt my heart with a flickering torch. I had a dream that no one else could see. My Libera, I love you, I love you. Libera, 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 I love you. Libera, 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 libera. This is the balance that you are going to have. This is the balance that you are going to feel by you thinking positive, but you thinking optimistic. You're also going to enhance your own personal power. So just remember, you will be able to do this in such a powerful way in order to raise your vibration throughout this November. Every time when something brings you down, every time when something makes you feel negative, just remember that you are within your spiritual bubble and you're very powerful, you're very strong, you're very unique, your balance is absolutely incredible, and this is exactly what you're going to realize. And once you realize this at this specific moment in time, this November, and I know that 11th of November it's going to be very interesting. Everything is slowly going to start changing in the best possible way, because it's all about your personal power coming out of you indeed. What else I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Libra, check this. It's absolutely gorgeous. My new line, look at this, absolutely remarkable. Of course, it's like a sterling silver setting, gorgeous little moonstone, and it's remarkable for healing, balance, and your intuition. You know, when you're spiritually growing, you're spiritually changing, you're evolving on a completely different level. November and December are both going to be very, very important when it comes to your spirituality and when it comes to your understanding, and that is ultimately really going to make a change, like an important change, enormous change, and something that was meant to be done a long time ago. Moonstone is remarkable because it's going to help you with the balance, by help you feel grounded. It's like a fantastic level that this actually takes you to. Moonstone is incredible. Not only it looks good, this gorgeous little pendant, but it's remarkable when it comes to November and December for you, my gorgeous Libra. And this comes with a sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, my gorgeous Libra, is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. Now, sorry, the 2nd of November, it's going to be quite important day, you know. And it's like, oh my God, you know, first of all, you're going to feel a bit of a strange time, and you're going to feel like maybe a little bit negative. You're going to feel like a little bit down. Sorry, you're going to feel a little bit low, little dark lights coming out of me. Sorry, but you're going to feel a little bit negative and you're going to feel a little bit low. But this is not something that is just going to arise just out of nowhere. This is to do with, you know, in particular, the last like about 10 months, but also most certainly it was very highlighted in the last 10 weeks in particular, what was actually bringing you down. Some kind of problem is going to arise, which is going to make you feel like a little bit negative, but then again, suddenly something is going to change, you know, and that in itself is going to make you to have a deep connection, you know, with yourself, within yourself, and you will know that you need to trust your voice, you know, trust your spiritual guidance, because your commitment is being recognized, and that is going to be so important to you. And this is that higher spiritual realization that you're actually going to have, my gorgeous Libra. It's about the beginning, you know. This in itself is going to be very beneficial actually for you. So this is again now, you know, a bit of like blessing into like some kind of like a negative situation that it's most certainly going to start moving on from this after this moment in time. It's about the beginning of some kind of adventure that you are going to have, and it's to do with your enthusiasm, initiative, and it's just going to be very vibrant now suddenly for you. 2nd, 3rd and 4th of November, it's all going to be about the beginning of an adventure, enthusiasm, an important initiative. Most certainly is to do with something new beginning. You're going to be like, yay, I'm going to go for it. You're just going to love it so much. It's to do with a new beginning, but then at the same time, it's to do with a bit of possibilities, you know, around that you wouldn't recognize before. And it's more with the abilities, you know, possibilities that you would be able to do, that you will be able to recognize out of this situation, out of this past that is going to be keeping you going, most certainly, you know. And you will know, my babies, it's about the good also. There is a certain good that is going to get back to you, you know, here. And that is so important because it's going to be unexpected, but most certainly at the same time, it's to do with some kind of realization that something is slowly coming through. And this is so big, my gorgeous Libra. This is so important, and it's so, I don't know how to explain this. You must not bring yourself down. You must not allow any negativity from the outside to affect you, because you're very deep, you're very spiritual, you're able to feel and sense earthly energies from a completely different angle, which is very high, which is very psychic, and it's very intuitive. So that's why you have to pay attention here. This is so important, because certain big moment you're gonna have when you will know that something is about to start unfold for you, and it's to do with the wishes, you know, slowly coming through, and something is slowly about to become reality, you know. Very important time of your life, and you need to have a faith, you know, in the universe that it will all be well, you know. It's going to be absolutely fine. So when you feel a little bit negative or low or down, you will know that this is just the beginning of an unfoldment of specific events which are later going to change everything. This is remarkable. On one hand, it's going to give you control over a situation, but then on another hand, you will know it's about an important decision which you will make later on out of this situation. The second important date, my gorgeous Libra, it's actually going to be on the 13th of November. Now, the 13th of November is like, oh la la, it's an important judgment that you're gonna have, you know. You're gonna need to make an important judgment here, you know. And also you must remember to not to be driven by emotions. You need to be as tactical as you possibly can. You need to be as analytical you possibly can, and don't let your emotions and feelings to come through. It's very, very important. And on another hand, if you feel pressure to do something, to make a certain decision, and you feel something is off, I would just say, like, stay away from it, baby, for a day, and then you just do it the next day, you see. And then see, most certainly things are going to be completely different, and what wasn't clear will be clear to you. In particular, if someone kind of like feels like a little bit off, you know, most certainly this is the very right indication that you should follow by moving yourself and releasing yourself from this situation, and basically coming back at some other moment in time. You need to remember that this is also important time of your improvement, and it's also going to be connected to the actual development. You're going to hear a very, very good news, very optimistic news about your development, in particular when it comes to wherever you are. You're going to start seeing and feeling other things on the horizons, and also the confusion is slowly going to start clear here, because not that long ago you thought that you took the wrong path, you did something and you were blaming yourself for that, and you shouldn't, baby. It's fine. This is going to be clear, and this in itself is going to bring you an outcome when it comes to the actual outcome from the past effort, which is most certainly going to lead towards your own rebirth. You need to remember that you need to stay decisive, focused, driven, and also at the same time, there is going to be an event that is going to take place, and it's just going to be connected to certain things in your life taking a great speed when it comes to the swift change. Just remember, you need to choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. I will repeat this again because this is important. It is going to be connected to the sudden and unexpected change, and there are going to be choices that you're going to have, but you need to remember to review them really, really carefully. You need to remember to review your options really carefully, and that's why I said, if you feel like a little bit rushed into anything, or if someone feels a little bit off around you, just say bye baby, and you come back at some moment in time, because when you go to sleep, we connect, we reconnect, we have astral projection, our subconscious mind is like ooh la la, very powerful, therefore we are able to connect from a completely different angle. So this is sacred, and this is why if you feel rushed, just go baby and come at some other moment in time. It's important because it's later on going to lead towards peace and tranquility that you wouldn't normally feel. This is the 13th of November. I will say this very, very strongly. You need to do what you love. It's going to bring a little bit of confusing situation, but then again, by doing what you love, you're going to recognize something really special about yourself, but at the same time, you're going to be projecting a very strong feeling, very strong energy towards things that you do. So it's not only the 13th of November, my gorgeous Libra, it's the 13th, 14th, and 15th, and 16th of November. These few days are going to be super important when it comes to doing things that you love. Please listen to me very carefully. You need to use these days in order to project your energy towards things that you like, because it will go really far. You'll be very powerful. You'll be very strong. You will be very significant to those people in your life that you want to be significant to. And this is because your energy is going to be so strong. And this happens every now and then. This happens like once a year, when you have such a strong, powerful energy of your own personal projection. And it happens when you have a karmic reward and you get rewarded for doing things good. You were a good baby. No, you were rewarded. When you have multiple rewards for doing things good and doing things right, by helping maybe people, you did something really good in order to have this pathway really open and unfolded for you at the same time. So this is why it's important to project your energy, do as much as you can, do what you love, and that is going to bring a recognition for the highest quality of work. And especially when it comes to you being creative, the more creative you are, the more powerful you're going to be. You just need to remember this is going to be the time which is also going to bring you an excellent reputation. Very, very important time for you, my gorgeous Libras, indeed. What I also recommend right now, it would be again this gorgeous and absolutely remarkable chakra pendant. This comes with the sterling silver setting, of course, and it comes with the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. But then again, this is remarkable because it's going to bring you physical, emotional, and spiritual balance that you need so much at the time of your spiritual and personal growth, at the time when things are happening and at the time when you're unsure what to do. So this is wonderful when it comes to new dimensions, when it comes to things being like so much happening in our lives. So it helps us to kind of single things out in order to find our own personal path. And in particular, when it comes to the confusion that we weren't too sure if we are on the right path or not, this is absolutely remarkable for you to wear in November and December as well. You're going to find this quite helpful indeed. As I said, this comes with the sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. Okay, so now the third important dates are the last two, which is 29th and the 30th of November. Now, the 29th and the 30th of November are going to have a very strong energy. Something is attached to the actual August. So something was going on in your life in August when it comes to this time. So this is going to be connected to the things that have been going on in August. Whether you were focusing on a certain part of your life, whether you were thinking about something really intensely, whether you want wanted to start something, whether you wanted to begin something, because my babies, the 29th and the 30th of November, are going to bring you the direct continuation of your own progress and process. But at the same time, my babies, where you had some kind of false start not that long ago, now this is bringing you a wonderful creative opportunity here. It's to do with the beginning of something really nice, with a start with something of really nice, but taking your life on the whole next level, also being very open-minded, you know. And at the same time, this is gonna happen. This is gonna start with a very meaningful experience. When you have a very meaningful experience on the 29th and the 30th of November, something is gonna happen to you, my babies. Okay, and it's going to be really good, and it's going to make you think, it's going to open your eyes, but it's going to be such an optimistic time for you as well at the same time, because it's going to feel like an adventure. And this is the time when you will know, oh my God, this is when this creativity and beginning, it's actually going to happen, because it's going to be directly connected to this situation, you know. And it's a fresh new start of the end of delays, you know. Sudden and unexpected progress is going to take place, and it's going to be connected to a very positive change, my gorgeous Libra, indeed, you know. And also at the same time, you just need to remember that there will be some kind of specific journey that you are going to make, and the specific journey that you are going to make, it's going to be connected to you having a quite powerful spiritual experience. But this is not all. It's to do about the actual the need to release situation and people that holds you back, you know. This is all about your own spiritual transformation then, but at the same time, you know, you just need to remember that this is the time when you need to focus on learning all you can about a certain subject. Please try to remember, this is the time when you're going to need to remember to learn all you possibly can about a specific subject or career, you know. This is so important, and it's also important that it's to do with the skilled work that you love, things that you like to express yourself with, but also remember to have attention to detail. Oh my God, the 29th and the 30th of November are super important for you to remember to have the attention to detail, because you will be dealing with something really important and you don't want to make this wrong. And what you're going to deal with that is important is just basically just make sure that you're not rushing into anything, maybe signing something or talking about something or discussing something or negotiations about something. You know, it's very important to pay attention to detail, because by paying attention to detail, you're not only going to protect yourself, but something is going to be revealed to you, and that in itself is going to open your eyes, but it's also going to give you the relevant time span for something. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, 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 raise your vibration, my gorgeous Libra. It's time, my babies, it's time. So now basically going on the very first part of the actual week of November, my gorgeous Libra, what is the very first part of November going to bring you? Well, do you know what? Oh my God, this is so good though, because it's about the recognition. It's an important recognition. This is to do with you and what you're waiting for. And this recognition is not going to be like, oh my God, I'm like the most famous person in the world. No, baby, no. It's going to be really tiny, but it's going to mean to you so much, because it's all about your personal projection, but it's all about you having confirmation that you're doing the right things. You know, it's about the recognition, but at the same time, look, I have a feeling, beautiful, beautiful girl from the north, you burnt my heart with a flickering torch. I had a dream that no one else could see. I love you. Look, so now lead the way. Light your own path, my gorgeous Libra. Light your own path. You see? New direction. Beautiful, beautiful Libra from the north. You see this, my gorgeous Libra? Beautiful, beautiful Libra from the north. You burnt my heart with a flickering torch. See this new direction. I mean, come on, it's just this color, so powerful, so strong, so fresh, so new, so inspiring. It's the new direction, my babies. It's the tiny little things that you're going to be recognized by, but these tiny little things is going to be very optimistic accomplishment when it comes to you, my babies. But at the same time, it's important because it is going to lead you towards something really big and important indeed. You're also going to hear a very good news about someone, something very strong about someone, very powerful about someone in your life that you were worrying about, and that in itself, it's also going to put an end to the certain worries that you might have had, and it's going to help you to move on. And this is going to be remarkable time, because at the same time, when you had a certain loss, like when it comes to finances or uncertainties, you are going to hear about some kind of inheritance at the beginning of November 2020, and whether this inheritance is like something that you're aware of, or this is something that you're going to hear about the first time, or if you haven't got anybody to leave an inheritance, then there is going to be the certain amount of money that you're going to hear about that is going to travel to you. But it also means that there is going to be quite important opportunity for you as well, that is going to last a long time indeed. The second part of November, you know, it's just like basically what was causing you to have a repressed emotions, my gorgeous Libra. What was causing you to have repressed emotions? What was making you unhappy and what was making you feel uncertain? You are gonna, oh God, you know, hear a bit of like something really kind of like a heartbreaking. You're not gonna really like it, a little bit of negative news. But then at the same time, this is gonna be so important because the process of healing is going to start. And that in itself is going to bring you overwhelming emotion, and it's going to be directly connected to the turning point, in particular when it comes to like some kind of bad luck that you might have felt. So now this is going to bring you a really wonderful, beautiful and very important turning point. And this is going to happen at around the time when somebody winds you up. It's going to happen at around the time when somebody's maybe going to try to kind of like have a little bit of a conflict with you, or somebody's going to wind you up. It's so important for you to understand that this is going to be the time when you're going to surprise yourself with what your response is going to be. And this is directly connected to this turning point, my gorgeous Libra. You see, let go of fear. Let go of fear. This is a very important message here. Let go of fear and move on, my baby. It's important. Okay. And the third part of November, my gorgeous Libra, it's going to bring you just really big change. You know, you are going to realize that there is a big change that you will want to make, you want to start when it comes to your immediate environment. This is very important. So big change, you will think about maybe changing things a little bit, maybe doing things around. You are going to find yourself like having this really wonderful excess of energy. I say excess of energy because it's going to surprise you how much you're going to achieve. So you'll be focusing on immediate things around you. You will be focusing on changing them. And this is also a very good sign, because on one hand, you know, this is going to be something that is going to help you to express yourself. But on another hand, I know this is going to sound weird, but while you're focusing on the things, immediate things around you, like changing things, there is some kind of important idea going to come to you, and it's going to seem like, oh my God, this is missing in my life. This is missing in my life. Just remember, everything has got some kind of reason that's happening in this life. So this is going to be just a really powerful energy and vibration that you're going to become a part of, that is going to open your horizons, and it's going to open your mind. Whenever we do something, we create a certain energy. Whenever we like kind of like focusing on something, we are projecting the certain energy. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's negative, it's negative. It's good, it's good. If it's powerful, it's powerful. It's strong, if it's strong. But when you're having this energy of creativity, at the same time, you become very magnetic to things that you haven't kind of like been paying attention to for a long time, that is important to you, that most certainly you should be paying attention to. So this is going to be very interesting, because something is going to be revealed to you through that particular energy. It's a very complex, but it's important because it's to do with your passion, my gorgeous Libra. It's to do with who you are. It's to do with your uniqueness, and it's to do with things that you do in order to express yourself. It's to do with things that you like doing, to do with things that you love doing, indeed. So this is all going to lead towards an important transformation at the same time. Also, do you know, an option when it comes to some kind of apprenticeship, it's going to become rather obvious at the end of November. So for those of you who want to like kind of express themselves, and for those of you who want to like kind of show your skills, and for those of you who want to like kind of look for work and things like that, the end of November will be absolutely remarkable, because it is just all about you being very powerful when it comes to that as well. But at the same time, a lot is going to be happening, and you are going to find yourself being super powerful. You will be able to achieve so much. In fact, it's going to be mind-blowing when you realize how much you've actually achieved at the end of November, my gorgeous Libra. Just remember, it's important to stay committed to the task at hand. Indeed, 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 because there is a lot that is actually going to be going on. You are also kind of gonna be able to not accept, but escape to certain trickery. Somebody very low, and I don't like this person, a little bit of a snake in the grassy here. It's very like a negative, and it's draining your energy, and it's not the person that is maybe directly connected to you, but that person is going to be playing an important role in you realizing some kind of emotional immaturity. But that in itself, it's also going to be a very good sign for you to move on. And also absolutely remarkable synchronicity. Your synchronicity is going to reveal something to you at the end of November, my gorgeous Libra. Okay, so when you see the numbers repeating 777, 222, 333, 444, 555, 888, whichever numbers you see repeating, it doesn't matter which numbers they are, but it matters what you feel within. Because the synchronicity is going to reveal something to you. A sign, a clear sign of the new direction, a clear sign of the new dimension, a clear sign of the new opportunity. You just have to trust yourself. This will be a very delicate time when it comes to your psychic feelings and intuition. I say delicate because it's important to take it on by trusting yourself. And I say delicate because it's very easy to just put yourself down and say, no, it's not going to happen. No, baby, no. Just go for it, my gorgeous Libra. I love you so much. Just go for it. Your time, my babies, is coming. It's all within you. You are in your own spiritual bubble, and you stay like safe within your own spiritual bubble, and just keep going. By staying safe, I mean follow your own path, follow your own journey. Do not let any distractions to distract you, basically. Important indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, I'm going to shuffle these cards. Beautiful, beautiful Libra from the north. You burnt my heart with a flickering torch. I had a dream that no one else could see. You gave me love for free. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra. Where are my tarot cards? Here. Beautiful. So now my gorgeous Libra, for those of you that are actually in relationship, ooh la la, it's really good because you as a couple are both going to, you see, oh my gosh, Ace of Coins, how beautiful. On one hand, you're going to start moving in the right direction. On another hand, an annoying problem is going to come to an end. And then again, you're both going to make a really important decision. After the moment of the justice, you're both going to have a moment of justice. Something, my babies, you have been waiting for a long time. It's going to be proven to you to be truth, but in a good way, in a powerful way, in an optimistic way, and that is going to be directly responsible for you both to have this significant push. This is going to bring you a remarkable balance indeed, but it's to do with an accomplishment, but it's also at the same time to do with the actual safety as well. This is very important because it's going to cause both of you to explore the certain situations and explore the certain possibilities. It is very important for both of you to understand as a couple that you need to explore different possibilities before you make an important decision, which is going to be quite big later on indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to those of you, my gorgeous Libras, who are single and ready to mingy. Oh, the Chariot. You see, this is a really great time, but it's more about like an important time when it comes to connections, an important time when it comes to people around us, an important time when it comes to relationships, but in particular when it comes to somebody like a really good friend or like a family member, because what is going to happen to you, my gorgeous Libra, someone is going to give you a really interesting advice, somebody who knows you really well, and the advice that you're going to have, it's going to be really connected to you, it's almost immediately going to kind of make you think about a certain path. It's going to make you think about different things. It's going to make you think about a whole new brand door. But most importantly, it's going to open up something within you. It's going to put you in explorative mood as well. It's going to make you want to make you explore. It's going to make you kind of want to do things that you didn't do before, but in particular when it comes to maybe like visiting certain places or doing certain things that you didn't do, and things like that. But that interesting advice, going back to that interesting advice that you are going to get, this is from somebody very important in your life, and this advice is going to be pretty much needed for you to stand up on your both feet and to get a certain courage and to kind of like maybe try to do things differently, maybe try to do new opportunities, because there is going to be the control over a situation that you will feel like you haven't felt in a long time, but it's also you are going to find yourself on a whole new path doing things for the first time. Like for example, you're going to start something like a new option or new opportunity, it's to do with the new possibilities in your life. It's nothing to do with love, nothing to do with romance or anything like that. But when you start these new possibilities, what I mentioned before, this is going to be the time when someone very important is about to walk into your life. That person is most certainly going to make themselves known this month, slowly. But December and January are going to be quite important when it comes to that person kind of making themselves known completely. But it is going to be part of the new path, new journey, new dimension that this person is going to slightly fold in your life, slowly but surely. But you are going to like it, because that person is going to have a very, very important thing to say to you. They will tell you something that you haven't heard never before, and you're going to have a very, very strong connection with this person. Just remember, it's to do with you starting something new, and it's to do with the reconnection, it's to do with the start, it's to do with the new people, a new dimension in your life at the same time. There is someone very special about to walk into your life, my gorgeous Libra, and it's not going to be that long at all. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, I love every single one of you. My God, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light, my gorgeous Libra. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my gorgeous Libras. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Beautiful, beautiful Libra from the north. You burnt my heart with a flickering torch. I had a dream. I love you, Libra. Bye.